What is this?
This is our Bop and Bop. No, this is our weekly show and tell hangout. This is where you, the maker, the crafter, the hacker, the dreamer of dreams, come by and show off your project. Tell us what you've been working on in this long, cold, dark winter.
I don't think that's true. It's been like 70 degrees here.
Long, warm, dark winter. It's still dark.
Yeah.
It's mild.
El Nino is apparently in effect.
This long, mild, dark winter, and tell us what's going on. We'll chat you up about what you're doing. So we're going to calm people in order that we sit them in the boxes. We'll start with Tony DeCola as normal. Everybody else, please mute your mic and hang out till we call on you, and then we'll get out of here at 7:50, 7:55.
Yep. Tony D, Adafruit Northwest, how's it going?
Hey, yeah, great. So I've got a quick little update to show on something I showed a few weeks ago, the LED matrices. So these are those beautiful big displays that you can connect to Raspberry Pi. And I've got code that will actually copy the Raspberry Pi's frame buffer, like the video output, and display it on the matrix. So let me switch over real fast. Last time I showed off just one panel, and now I've got the code working to chain together a whole bunch of different panels. So this is actually two panels. There's a 64 by 32, technically really four panels. So they're 32 by 32 squares, and they're all chained together here. So the the input goes in right here, and then it snakes around and goes around the top out this way. And so the code lets you kind of configure this and say, okay, I have all these panels, and some of them need to be rotated certain ways. Like this bottom panel is kind of rotated 180 degrees relative to the top one. But once you get it all figured out and working, you can do some pretty cool stuff. So this is actually the Raspberry Pi NES emulator.
Are you playing Tetris at the same time? Because you're doing really good.
No, this is the demo. So all right, so let's do it. Let's play just real quick.
If you're playing Tetris and explaining it.
Yep, exactly. So this is the NES version of Tetris. And this is a 64 by 64 grid of pixels. And I was actually really amazed. Like, it's pretty playable. You know, the NES resolution is only like 500 by like 300 or so something pixels. So even when you scale it down to something really small like this, oops, I messed that one up.
Oh, boy, you can still, all over now.
Yep, you can still get something that's, you know, pretty playable here, and it gives it kind of a neat kind of like low fidelity look. You know, things like you can't really read the text, but you can see like the big shapes and play things. Can you look up
Super Mario Brothers or Mega Man? Because I know you were working on that.
Oh yeah, right. So we've got I've got a few other games on here. Let's see. Oh, actually, I paused that. Let me go back. And this will. So I'm actually running RetroPie, which I checked out the latest version of RetroPie, and it's pretty nice. I'm impressed with it. It's the 3.0 version. It's got. I
like the pixelated Nintendo icon at the top left.
Right. Looks kind of nice. Yeah, you can kind of make it out. So okay, this is loading up Mega Man 2, which in my opinion is the greatest video game ever.
Okay.
Wow.
On Soapbox here. It's kind of the perfect game. All right, so this is the boss select. So let's see, we can do how about like Woodman stage. This is kind of like a wooden little forest area. So it does a little boss thingy, and you can kind of see like you can't read the text, but you can see there's a little character there, stars flying by. It's kind of cool. Now this is tough. I'm playing on a keyboard, so this is going to be really difficult. But all right, so we can jump, we can shoot. Little Mega Man guy there. Oh, there's the crazy.
What's the like? Bits per pixel, you think? Is it like 8-bit color or 16-bit?
It's actually, I think, 16-bit, I want to say. I need to go back and see. So the PWM rate is actually what determines how much fidelity you get. And you can turn it down if you're driving a lot of panels, but you'll get less quality, but you can drive more panels.
Yeah.
The library code, it says it can drive about 12 panels on a chain. This is on a Raspberry Pi 2. And you can see there's really not much flickering. So there is, like, the distortion you see is mostly from the camera. The refresh rate doesn't match up. When you see this in person, it actually looks pretty nice. There is a little bit of kind of, you see some lines that sort of flicker and fade a teeny bit as you play. But overall, it's pretty playable, and it looks pretty good for this. So, and it's all just the Raspberry Pi driving this display. Like, the Pi really isn't made to drive a real-time signal like this, because ideally you need like an FPGA to drive all these pixels. They're constantly updated. But the library that we're using, this RPI RGB LED matrix library, it does all that pretty well. It has a little thread in the background and seems to work. So.
Okay.
All right, this is pretty cool.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah.
It's funny is in the mini icon in the Google, it looks really good because it's like it averages all the pixels a little bit.
Right, shrinks it down. Even in person, it looks nice. And I was imagining, you could have like a 100 by 100 panel, matrix, maybe not that many matrices, but if you had a lot of these on a wall, you can make like a mega arcade game or something
Well,
like
I'm
that.
sure somebody will. That once we release this, this is cool. All right, Mega Man 2 is the best game ever. I'm gonna write that down.
We're gonna skip out of order here. We're gonna break character because Seth has to leave a little early. So Seth, we're gonna go to you, and then we're gonna go to Noah Pedro.
Hey Seth, can you unmute your mic and show us your project while you have time? Nope.
All right, Seth,
Okay.
we just gotta make sure you gotta be.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
here you go. Go for it.
So, I have to screen share quickly.
Looks like you got some EcoCAD going on.
Yeah. So I've been designing a little board that uses So right now this is it. I don't have a ton of it done, but it uses the ATtiny85 and an internet module to make an Internet of Things ATtiny85. So I have different connectors right now connected around with the USB, which I haven't connected yet, and then this is the internet module. It's the ESP like 066 the ESP 2066 or something. Not quite sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
And are you currently running a company? Are you in school?
I'm in school.
Yeah. Okay. This is pretty cool stuff. So what's your next step after this? You're gonna make the board and then
route the board.
and then send it off to Osh Park. Is that what?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure who I'm gonna send it to, but there's like a supplier that's near me, so I might send it
Oh wow.
there.
Okay.
That's cool. Maybe they'll let you visit and see your board made.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All right. Well,
looks
thanks
good.
so much, Seth. I'm glad we got you in, and come back as your as more progress is made.
Yep. And don't forget,
Okay.
before you know it, you're going to be routing boards like C. Scott, who can put 6,000 components on a board, which is a little crazy. Even I don't like routing that many. But don't forget to email support@adafruit.com.
Yeah.
And
And
we'll
you
send
get
you
a
a sticker. More stickers for you.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Seth. We're going
All
to
right.
skip
We
back
got
to
we got him in now. Okay. Next up.
Noah Pedro.
Noah Pedro, Adafruit Southeast. How you doing?
Hey guys, doing good. How is everybody doing?
Yay.
I just got the Mega Man 2 songs all stuck in my head now. Thanks, Tony. Yay. Yeah, so doing a lot of sanding on the Daft Punk helmet, so we'll take a look at that when I'm finished with that. Just figured out the order of how to do the XTC and the stucco and the
Sanding.
primer.
Lots and lots of sanding.
Lots of pouring sanding, but this week we are releasing a very cool little GoPro mount for a hoverboard. So really popular, a little
Smart balancing, self-balancing
I know it doesn't hover. Yeah, I
scooter,
know.
electric scooter. Yeah.
It's okay.
But hoverboard.
Yeah, so it's just a simple little design to attach your little GoPro to the little middle part of the hoverboard, since it's a little difficult to stick on the little, connector pieces that come with your GoPro. So we got some video here that we can just roll.
If it works. Probably not.
Tries to work, yeah.
No, we're just seeing a black square, which is great, but
The hoverboard caught on fire and melted everything.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just attaches to the. So a lot of filmmakers have been using this as a low-cost stabilizer for the big rig cameras, since they cost like $3,000. You can get one for like $300 here. And cool part about this is you can have really cool little low-action shots and shoot, like skateboard stuff.
Yeah.
And using Ninja Flex core to grip onto the middle part of that allows you to still use your hoverboard. Because it twists in the middle, the Ninja Flex is able to grip onto that, and then you can have a very cool little low angle and get some cool shots there. And here's what it looks like. And of course, it uses all of the camera little adapters that we have in the shop, like the cold shoe mount, the swivel head, and of course the D-ring to tie all that together.
You asked me to get all of them. You're like, you want to do more camera? Fine, I'll get you all the camera stuff.
Yeah, so it's a nice, simple, little, easy project that fits on any of the printer beds, like even the little smaller ones. And it's a cool way to get some cool low-action shots. Make it look like a smooth drone is flying through there.
All right.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Thanks for the update.
Stay safe.
Thanks, guys. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Next up, we're gonna go to Riley, and then we're gonna go to Kirby. So let's go over.
Hey, Riley.
Hey, Riley, what you got going on?
Hello.
Hey.
So today I just wanted to show these little drawers that I designed and 3D printed. I actually designed these a while ago, but I was really busy, so I wasn't able to fix the tolerances on them. So I just actually made a video that's on my channel right now about these, but because I fixed the design. But I just kind of designed them because I have a lot of these little Allen wrenches, and I always lose them. So I decided just to make a little box with drawers to keep all my little electronics and stuff like that. So yeah.
I like how you rounded them. You added a curve. It's really nice. You didn't just go with the simple. You actually put a lot of design effort into it.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Well, the only thing it's missing is as seen on show and tell stickers. So.
Did you post those drawer files on Thingiverse or something?
These, yes, they're on my Thingiverse page.
Okay. I am jealous. I want drawers just like that. So I'm gonna check those out. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll print you up some drawers.
It would be cool. Maybe I'll make a version that's 6 tall. I have a lot of little parts and screws and hex nuts and stuff. Yeah. Okay, awesome project. Thanks for coming by, Riley, and come by next week.
All right.
More 3D printed stuff.
Next up, Kirby. Hey, Kirby. How's it going?
Hey, Kirby.
All right. Okay. Forgot the name of the microphone driver. No problem. Married last month. Made in Fusion 360. Printed metal from Shapeways. Test fitted on my Lulz bottle. Oh, wow. Ooh. So you got a ring. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
It's coming into focus.
Focus. Oh, neat. It's got slices in it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Ooh, cool. All right. And is that the Lulzbot version or the Shapeways version? In Lulzbot, say up. Oh wait, you're lost.
I think he can probably.
That's the Lulzbot.
That's
version.
the Lulzbot one
because
that's
the other one's metallic.
Yeah, and then you send it to Shapeways and you get it made of metal.
Okay,
cool. I think that's a kind of the modern thing that a lot of couples I've seen in tech do. They design something like this.
Because it used to be you'd go to a jewelry maker and design, but now it's
now you can
why even leave the house?
Let's
just do this all at home. 3D print it. You can get it made in silver and gold.
So this is
Autodesk Fusion 360.
Yeah. And string line 6.
And what's cool is if your fingers get bigger or smaller,
print up another one.
Just print another one.
Yeah.
And then this is like an OLED with some sensors box.
That
definitely looks like our OLED.
This is a feather side case, version 9 maybe. I don't know.
Okay, it's got a battery inside of it.
Yeah.
Like 220.
I can tell by the file name.
Power. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it's got a Power Boost 500, some sort of sensor.
This is cool stuff. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kirby. Congratulations.
There it is. All right, so 3D printed. So you're ready to mount the OLED sensors on. I don't know what sensors they are. All of our stuff is just blue rectangles.
Yeah. Okay. Then
there you
everything there.
You got them there. You got an RFID thing. You got Wi-Fi, ESP86. Got a color sensor, a light sensor. Oh, no, it's a UV sensor, color sensor, motor. So you got everything going on there.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. There's a box of everything.
All right.
Okay. BMP 280 UV sensor. Feather case. Okay.
New components fit in the next part. All right. And I even see that was an Adafruit invoice, I can tell.
Okay. Invoice.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kirby. Email support@adafruit.com, and we will send you as seen on show and tell sticker. If you want to send any photos of the ring or anything, we can send it off to Noah and Pedro for a post on our 3D Thursday stuff. All right. Next up, Carlos. How's it going, Carlos? Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hey, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sound great.
Cool. So I want to show off 2 of my first. I recently got a CNC machine from Inventables, and I recently got my first breadboard. I needed somewhere to put them, so I made a space to put my breadboard.
That's cool.
A piece of cedar, and I can deattach it, and I can put more kind of like modules per se.
Yeah.
So I can keep prototyping. That was my first project, and this was my second project.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Timely.
That's neat. Are you gonna sand it or keep it as is?
Yeah. Haven't glued it together. I might want to make it a box.
Yeah.
Pleats open in the center with some magnets.
Yeah, hide things inside of it.
Yeah. That's cool.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to show guys.
That's cool.
All right, outstanding. How long have you had the? It's from Inventables. I forgot the name of it.
Is that carving?
No longer than that. Maybe a month and a half.
Yeah. And which model is that one?
It's a 2015 Stormtrooper helmet that I got from the 1-to-3D Make website.
And for the inventables, is it the Carver or the Carvey? What's the name of it?
No, you can see it there in the background. It's the 1x1 X-Car.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You have plenty of room on something there.
I can tell you have a lot of wood on your desk. You're
Yeah,
ready to make like synth cases and wood.
Everything's going to be made soon.
Yeah, I wanted to make it look nice for the show and tell.
Oh,
Right,
thank you.
It looks great.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
I love the little breadboard
We'll
thing.
continue to come back as you make more stuff. This is really neat.
Welcome.
And email support@adafruit.com, and you can slap a as seen on the show and tell sticker on there.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, let's wait. Let's check out Tony D's playing.
He's just playing.
He's playing
yeah.
Super Mario now.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah, you can. I mean, if you know how to play already, it's kind of cool.
That's good.
Whee!
All right. We're gonna go
All right.
to Roberto and then C. Scott, and then we're out. All right, Roberto, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. Guys, how are y'all?
Good.
Yay.
Okay, I have 3 quick ones. Maybe about 2 weeks ago, y'all posted about Umagin's ornament contest, and I decided to submit some ornaments I created with OpenSCAD. There's a bunch of them, and I normally wouldn't show just pictures of what I made, but I had to because my printer got this gnarly filament jam only after printing 2 of them. So the first one is just a Christmas tree, and they all have a gimbal in them. And so that's that one. And then I wanted to be able to embed a throwy in it. So I created this one. Like I said, I only got to prototyping 2. But this one will hold the outline for LED. And on the bottom, you might be able to tell that that's a coin cell battery. And same thing, this one's on a gimbal. But that filament jam stopped me in my tracks. So next, I want to show the other models that I made. So I did one with hearts. I did one with 3 clovers, kind of going for the Lucky Charms theme. Here's the blue moon, stars, and then I started going for like a religious theme. In that here we have the crescent and star for Muslim folks, and then the Star of David for the Jewish folks, and then kind of Christmassy one, and then the crucifix for Christians. Okay, so that wraps up the first item I was going to show for the Umagine contest. And then today, actually annually, so far since my son's been in 1st grade, I've been going and doing an LED presentation where I just basically give him a throwy, a magnet, a coin, and an LED. And today this is the 3rd graders.
Wow.
They put a bunch together. And I had no intention of getting a, what is it called? Where this thing here where it calls like a tracer.
Oh yeah.
But then when the teacher took it, a couple of them came out. So
that's cool.
Kids, and then here's one with the lights on, and that kid in the front got a real long one.
You can tell he's excited. He's just like, ah!
Yeah, it was awesome. And you know, the older they get, the easier it is for them, so I don't have to explain as much.
Yeah.
So that was
you're
pretty
just getting
cool.
away soon.
And then the last thing is just kind of my own modest. It's not out yet. Don't ask. And I'm working on a UI to control the haptic motor. And it's just basically going to have all of the IDs from 1 through 117, and then send it over a serial connection to the haptic board. Oh, excuse me, yeah, the haptic board.
Mm-hmm.
I would show you how I have it set up on the Arduino. Oh, I guess I do. Anyway, it's just breadboarded up with an Arduino and doing over Bluetooth. And that's my show and tell, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Roberto, and thanks for spending time with those kids to show them a little bit of electronics. That sparks a lot of young people, and thank you for proving one of the cool things about 3D printers. 3D printers don't care what religion anyone is. It just likes printing out stuff, and so that's cool that you could just like change things around and then print it out. It's a technology that can bring people together. It's very cool.
Yeah, thank you guys. Y'all are the inspiration mostly, but also to, you know, like you said, help out the kids.
Yeah.
And that OpenSCAD script, parametric, really made changing out the icons easy. So once I had the framework in place, I just needed to get different icons to swap out.
That's cool.
Are y'all going to be on next Wednesday, for Sean?
We don't have anything else that we'd rather be doing.
Okay, good. Okay, thanks again.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you next week, maybe.
Take care. All right, and last up, C. Scott, play us out.
Okay, I should be live here.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, the Prometheus Hero is all finished and calibrated and running, and I've connected it right now such that my MIDI interface over here, just might be in shot. I've connected it so that the aftertouch, that's the pressure on a key after you play it, will add vibrato. So you have something like this. But I need to make a couple of minor component tweaks in here to just get some levels adjusted. But otherwise, it's pretty much finished, and people are clamoring for me to build a batch, so I've got to go look into the logistics of doing that.
Yep.
But I have another project I'm getting ready to start. This is not related to synthesizers, amazingly enough.
What?
Let me put the camera on real quick.
Well, you can do NeoPixels, you can do synthesizers. That's all you got.
Well, recently the neighborhood has had some rash of mailbox baseball bat issues. And mine, which was only a month old, it got batted a month ago, got batted down again. It's busted the door off. So I said, it's time for some surveillance, and I want to be able to read the plate number. So this is one of my old solar-powered path lights. This one that had a busted stake. So I said, yeah, this one's good. This nacelle will hold a feather. So I want to stick a feather in here with the Wi-Fi and a Lion battery and the regulator circuit so I can charge it during the daytime, and a camera so I can watch at the road level. And this thing will look like one of my walk lights, and nobody's going to be any wiser unless they're listening to the show right now. Somebody comes and busts a mailbox, I'll have a nice shot of the license plate of the car and pretty much hand that over to the district police, and hopefully that'll be the end of it.
All right.
So I'll keep you up to date as I work this one out. So
okay. Well, maybe we could do an impact sensor or something to let you know something's happened too. And
somebody did a Kickstarter for an intelligent mailbox. It needed a camera on it, so I could see if anybody's assaulting the thing. But if I could connect that, if I could get a Wi-Fi connections for the box getting struck, it could just then turn on the camera for just a moment and go, okay, here's a snapshot of what happened, and it shuts itself off or goes back to lighting the path or whatever. So we'll see what happens. I got to make things work first, then I have to make things fit, and then I have to actually have somebody try to bust the mailbox. So.
All right.
All right, that's super cool. All right, well, thank you everyone. Thank you Roberta. Thank you Riley. Thank you Kirby. Thank you and thank you Tony.
Yeah, it sounds like Doom.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thanks for holding up all your stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Cool, all right.
We'll see everybody. We will be here next week. We'll see everyone. Continue to have a happy holiday, and thank you for making this the best half an hour of our week, every single week. It's the show and tell, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Ask an Engineer starts in 5 minutes, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll see everyone in just a few minutes. Bye-bye.
The big blue board will do this. Somebody called it.